hometown people, and I wouldn't take winning the 1968 Southern 500 for about all the other races put together. That was the last race we ran on the old racetrack before they redesigned it and redid it. And I wouldn't take anything in. I told Jeff Gordon, I said, boy, we've tied for 5 Southern 500s, but you never won one on that old racetrack, so you got a ways to go yet.
Darrell, she's mean and she's fast and she's too tough to tame. Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time.
Oh, I don't think we have to worry about that tonight, Larry, because these boys are going to go boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
And as we approach the end of lap 1 here in race number 11 in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, I've triple checked, make sure no mic issues at the start of this race. Again, I apologize about that at Richmond. It's actually rendering right now, so I'm going to have to do my voiceover commentary. But anyway, so we come into Darlington this week, 15th in points. We're not far from the cut line, thankfully. After a really fun and incredible turnaround of events at Richmond, we qualified 8th. It's one of our better qualifying efforts this season, but we're trying to hold off right now Kurt Busch in a car that I can feel is already starting to lose some of the handling on it. It's not an 08 version of Darlington. I think this is an 09, or excuse me, 2012 version. But yeah, so we'll see what we got. We're up to 7th, but Kurt Busch is coming. I'm trying to make sure I don't wear my tires out too fast. We got a big wow. What happened? Like, everybody was stopped going into turn 3. Yeah, that was a surprise. Thankfully, Kurt Busch didn't run me over. It looks like it's the 24 car is holding everybody up there. Yeah, they got Jeff scooted to the outside now, it looks like. Trying to make sure Biffle doesn't get a run on my inside while we approach these guys. Back it down early. Make sure we don't run them over. Wow, Jeff is really slow. Go, Casey. Jeff's been running pretty strong lately. He's got the point lead. Wow, we got a big run on the outside of Casey Kane coming.
Still there. Still there. Stay high. Clear.
Oh, wow. We are dueling Kane to the line. We did beat him there. We are 5th.
Clear, clear. Inside.
I don't want to be double filed this long, though.
Still there. Stay high.
Oh, we're still to the outside of Casey Kane.
Still there.
Not a lot of room for error right now.
Stay high. Clear all around, all clear.
Oh my gosh. We had to work for that spot. So we're going to get around Casey Kane. Kenseth has taken off. So something I'm trying to figure out, like, why are we holding with so many cars, but Matt Kenseth is just by with Ryan Newman. I'm assuming, I haven't seen what this race results actually were, so I'm assuming though a lot of the up front runners at the end of the race, they started pretty far back, so they're gonna have to get through traffic, and a lot of the guys who started up front probably drifted back during the real race, and that's why we've been able to kind of move forward but not really gain any time on the leaders, because we are far behind already. We're about 11 seconds, 11 laps in, so we're pacing about a second a lap behind Matt Kenseth. Coming up to Sam Hornish.
Outside.
He gives me the bottom.
Clear all
We
around,
make
all
quick
clear.
work of that.
29, 571. Good job, bud. Good job.
I was able to swing my mouse over to my other monitor, and thankfully it lets me just wheel it up without closing out NASCAR. Gordon is the point leader by 147 over Carl Edwards coming into this race. So, who's the next car? Joey Logano having a good day here. It's a little bit quicker than us, it looks like. Well, maybe about even.
29.
Yeah, about even. We gained about a 10th. 111 laps will get us to the distance here in the Southern 500. This is actually, I think I've said this before, but with everything coming up in our next race being our 300th start, we have a special paint scheme we're going to be bringing out for that race actually. But this is actually the site of my first win in this career mode in the Cup Series. Closed up on Joey just a tick there.
29,
I haven't looked at it from what it's going to look like outside the car in like a replay. But yeah, with our reshade settings we have as well, I'm sure that also darkens it up a little bit, but it is dark looking here. Like, it's hard to see out the mirror a little bit even. So it definitely makes it a little bit more challenging.
29, 341.
Me and Joey, we actually were gaining a little time on the leaders. They're 10 seconds up the road. Joey's opened up the outside groove there. I thought about going to the top, but he's going to leave me at the bottom. I'll take the bottom. Sam Hornish is... Yeah, Sam Hornish is holding... People are having a hard time passing, because Sam is still in 5th, and we got past him fairly quick. And then Casey Kane, Greg Biffle, Mark Martin, Kurt Busch, and Truex are back there. Passing seems like it's difficult for the AI here. So, yeah, we could use that to our benefit. I mean, Jeff Gordon, he's 14th, and he was so slow. Elliott Sadler, looks like he probably just moved around him based on the lap intervals. But Gordon's 20 seconds back at 14th. 43 cars, 29 seconds a lap, give or take. And you're looking at probably Kenseth, the reason we're catching him at a pretty quick rate. We were 8 seconds, we're now 7. Him and Ryan were catching because they're probably in traffic. And they are. They have a few cars a lap down. Yeah, Menard, Allmendinger, and Marlin. with that in mind, I'm going to actually probably slow it down just the tiniest of bits. Because if we can save some tire wear, we can probably maneuver a little bit easier through the traffic. And with the AI having issues with passing, we're going to keep that in mind. We're not going to dive bomb. Just like they aren't. It does make an interesting question of when we're going to all pit in. Joey Logano is still right up on us. I didn't think I was slowing up that much. Yeah, tires, they're wearing. You can definitely feel it and see it on the tire options menu. The handling is on point though, I will say that. This car handles really good. We have to definitely feather it out of these turns a little bit more than we had to before. Jeff Gordon's still in 14th with that slow car. He's definitely holding up the show up back there. This is where we got to be careful because, yeah, if these guys are anywhere near as slow as Jeff was, we're gonna be in trouble.
Still there.
Yeah, I wasn't certain Paul Menard wasn't going to come down, so that's why I figured I'll just get one there and I'll just try to pick them one at a time. Just to play it safe. Wow, they're not moving up nearly as high as I thought they might.
Outside.
Alright, Paul.
Outside. Still there.
Oh, I'd rather be on the top, I think, for that.
Clear all around, all clear.
Come on, AJ.
39.
If he enters low, we'll just pop high.
Inside. Clear.
Sorry, Joey. I think I touched him. I didn't know if he was going to go high or low. Allmendinger, that is. So then I started to go to the outside and I saw Logano coming up behind me out of nowhere. Followed Joey.
31. Outside. Stay low. Clear. Outside. Clear all around. All clear.
This is not gonna be easy, I don't think. Yeah, because I don't know when I can time a move to go under Joey unless like we're going into the turn and I know that he's not going to try to dive in front of or drive underneath the car in front of him, you know?
Outside.
That's why I was hesitant to making a move under him in 3 and 4 because I wasn't certain if he was going to actually try to make a move under Joe Nemechek. This might see he's sitting low. Right there's an opportunity.
Outside. Clear.
Now we just gotta hope we can keep the pace down the straightaway to hold him.
31.
Of course.
Clear all around, all clear. Outside.
Didn't give me a lot of room there, Joey. Thank you.
Outside. Clear all around, all clear.
I'm seeing particles of debris. like someone's hitting somebody up ahead there. They were orange, so I don't know who it was. Joey. I almost had him the last time on the front straightaway, and he got, like, I guess from being on the top, he had that run, so we couldn't do anything. This is torture. Go, Joey. And now him and Denny are running like the low lane, so what are you going to do in the turn? I see an opening. Taking it.
Still there.
Thank you.
Clear all around, all clear.
Good Lord.
31, 0. Good work.
Yeah, this traffic ain't a joke. Alright, well, Reed's going to give me the top, so we'll take the top.
Still there. Clear all around, all clear.
It is stressful running the outside at Darlington at times when there's a car underneath of you. I will not lie. I do get stressed with that at times. Something like that doesn't really bother me as much coming off the turns, but getting into them and going through the center sometimes really spooked me. I wasn't even going to try to cut that one down from the top lane to pass Michael. Didn't want a chance spinning. We're doing good. Just being patient.
Inside. Stay high. Clear, clear.
A little kiss to the wall. No damage. So we're okay. Got a run on Dave Blaney.
Outside. 31, 507. Still there. Clear all around,
Completed
all
that
clear.
pass. Oh wow, that's a huge head of steam. We're gonna get
Outside.
Bobby. Give me Bobby. What are you doing, dude?
Clear.
Bobby ran me down low. Thankfully, nothing happened. We're gonna let it be.
30.
One of the, I see damage to the, looks like the right side of Johnny Andretti's car there. He must have gotten the wall.
Inside, inside. Clear all
Gives me
around,
plenty of
all
room on the outside. Thank you, John. One of the advantages I feel like I've had by being stuck in some of this traffic is I've saved some tires. Because we haven't been pushing the issue. It's still early. We're only, okay, wow, we're 36 laps in, so. But yeah, I mean, it's still fairly early. I don't trust Robbie Gordon. Take them to the bottom.
Outside. 31, 33. Oh, stay low. Clear all around, all clear.
We're 5 seconds back to Kenseth and, well, actually, Ryan Newman. Junior looks like he's going to the outside of Casey Mears, so I'm going to back it up for a second, let them sort that out. I don't know what Junior's going to do here. Wow, everyone's got super slow.
31, 748. Inside. Clear all around, all clear. Inside. Clear all around, all clear.
Everyone's momentum is just getting jacked up. Wow, because they get stuck behind a slow car, so it just makes it take forever for them to get going.
Outside. Still there. Clear all around, all clear. 32, 308.
There's just some really slow cars out here. I don't know if I've ever had this many. Minus the couple of fast ones up front. Kenseth and Newman. They're 8 seconds ahead of us again.
Outside.
Make a pass on Junior.
Clear.
19 cars remain on the lead lap here as of lap 40. We're running about 2 seconds slower than we had been earlier in the race, so tire wear definitely starting to play a factor, and we're kind of slipping a little bit in these turns too, so I'm trying to bring it up a little bit closer to the outside to not have to pull the wheel as much in the turns, and just let it roll through. Got a run on Reagan.
Inside.
He did not want to give me the outside, but he didn't look like he was going to stay low, or he was going to enter low, so I figured I'd go to the outside. We're stuck behind Stewart now on the outside with Brian Vickers. Oh, Max Pappas is up here. That's why he was slowing down. We should be able to get Max. Well, if Tony actually can find his accelerator. Jeez, Tony. Like, I don't understand why they slowed down like that. He's past the guy. Like, hit the gas.
Clear all around, all clear.
Jeez. Testing my patience out here. We're falling back now to 11 seconds behind Matt Kenseth, who is second. Behind leader Ryan Newman.
Inside, inside. Clear all around, all clear. Inside, inside. Clear, clear.
No damage.
Inside. Stay high.
Power move around Max Pappas. Oh my gosh. Can't believe that actually worked. Biffle's now up here with us too, so we got it. Why is Stewart so slow? He's not making it easy for me to get around him.
Good work. Still there. Clear all around, all clear.
Jeez, Tony. Jeff Gordon's got damage.
Clear, clear.
Burton's got damage.
Still there. Clear, clear.
Coming up back to Brian Vickers now. Stay down there, Vickers. I got a head of steam. I'm going to the outside.
Clear, clear.
Finally able to let this thing open up a little bit. Kyle Busch comes up in front of us. Some of these cars, I don't know why they're doing this. There's only 14 cars on the lead lap right now. It's because we're getting through the traffic. We are...
30.52.
Yeah, we gained about 0.8 that lap. They're probably back in traffic. The reason why they pulled away from us so much to begin with was because we got caught into the traffic that they were held up when we were catching them the first time, so. One thing that really surprised me with the Richmond race was how clean we got through that race and how well the racing was. Like, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. In fact, like, after the fact, when I went to go start to finally do my editing, and I saw, damn, we damaged the car. And it's Darlington. And I saw that I didn't have it recording the first portion. Thankfully, I had to take a phone call towards the end of it, so when I went back, I hit record, and we got the tail end of that race. But I actually even considered rerunning it. I had so much fun. And we might have not caught the lucky break that we did to finish 13th, but still had a lot of fun. Ambrose looks like he's leaving me the high side.
Inside. Clear.
Wrist is getting a little sore from gripping this wheel, trying to hold it from spinning and moving back and forth. Yep, we got that wall again. We're just starting to slide a little bit off of turn 2. It's not like a rear end wants to come out behind me or that the front end's pushing. It's just like, it feels kind of like a full wheel slide. The car just is turning but sliding up.
31.26.
We've opened up an 8-second lead over 4th place, Mark Martin.
Inside.
I see smoke.
Clear all around, all clear.
Wow, they really got slow. And they took away my line there. They're going to go low. It looks like they're trying to get around. Who's this? Rudiman, Stremme, Carl Edwards.
Inside. Stay high.
I don't know if they were going to make a move under Carl.
Still there.
not.
Clear all around, all clear. Inside. Still there. Clear all around, all
Carl
clear.
comes right up in front of me.
Inside. Clear. Inside. 32.
Move down just a little to make contact with Carl, just to let him know I'm thinking of him. I'll try to make sure I make a note for like around lap 50 to see if I can find out what happened that caused all that smoke up there. Nobody's out though.
31.141.
We are 5.6 behind Newman, 7.2 ahead of Mark Martin, so we're closer to the front than we are to the rear right now. But I think it's because, again, they're in the traffic and we're not.
39.62.
They must be in really heavy traffic. We're 2 seconds behind Ryan Newman now. We're 4 seconds behind Kenseth though. So Newman must have gotten stuck behind somebody while Kenseth got around him cleanly. Mike Bliss looks like he just was giving me the outside, so I'll take that.
Clear.
19 laps to pit.
Outside. Clear.
Ay, ay. They just get so slow coming off these turns. And like what Ryan just did there is why I don't dare try to get past a car that I know is faster than me. I won't attempt to go underneath of them because I'm afraid that they're going to just cut down in front of us and clip us. So it's kind of like right now where we're at a spot where we're kind of safe just where we're at.
Inside.
Damn it.
Still there. Clear all around, all clear.
Menards, are you not going to give me the room down here?
Outside. Still there. Clear all around, all clear.
Allmendinger's next.
One can of fuel here.
I keep checking my fuel. I think, yeah, that was Ryan Newman I just saw pull down pit road.
Clear all around, all clear.
I don't want to stay out here too much longer then. Try to grab a bonus point.
5, 6, 7. Just be smooth. Be smart. 4 to 5.
Oh, we're going to thread it with Scott Speed.
Clear,
We
clear.
scraped the wall on the exit, but we got past him. We're going to pit next time by, because I'm pretty sure, well, they never said the leader's pitting.
31, 6, 1, 1.
I don't want to lose too much time though because of old tires and new tires.
Still there. Clear, clear.
I'll stick it out one more lap if he's pitting this time. He's not. I'm not going to pit. I'm not going to wait. I got to pit. I need tires. I'm not going to be at a disadvantage.
45, 2900 second.
We should be able to get back up to him. If we're pitting this close to him, we could probably leapfrog, I think, the 17. We just might have to catch the 39 again.
48, 876.
Where's our pit stop? Oh, there we are. I was starting to get worried that we passed it. I didn't turn off damage. I'm thinking I brain farted. Should have turned off damage. Alright. We're good. Alright, well. Wow, we're super loose. This is the part I hate the most about pitting. Is merging. I always feel like the AI is just does not experience any type of like loose effects on that apron.
Outside.
Go, Jeff.
Clear.
I need a lap to get going.
1, 11. 5, 1. Oh.
Wow, he took off. So this is what worried me. Early on, I was thinking cars were just held up because, you know, they're stuck behind slower cars when they were faster, they couldn't pass.
3, 2.
Burton's holding his own pretty good, and we zipped past him earlier.
Leader taking this time.
Kenseth is now finally pitting. We're a lap down 17th.
Inside. Clear all around, all clear.
Can't believe we just got through Darlington pit stops
6, 7.
under green, caution free. Don't jinx it.
Leader hitting this time.
Burton we got a good run on because I think he got held up there for a second by Johnson.
30, 378.
Get a good enough run. I let this thing ride all the way up to the wall to try to get a run on Jeff Burton there, but couldn't get him. He was really slow in the center.
30, 581. Get you somebody, let's go get him now.
Jeff Burton's not even for position, I just realized. I thought we were racing him for position.
Inside.
Oh, gosh, that was close. Thank you.
Inside, inside. Still there. Clear all around, all clear.
Gimme, Jay. I know you're gonna go low, so I'm gonna just tuck it high.
You're doing good, bud. Clear.
Jerk. Could have given me a little bit more room.
Had a Spencer road.
Alright, we gotta get around. Scott, someone spun. Oh no. We are back on the lead lap, right? We're the leader. When did that happen? Joey Logano spun.
31, 157.
No caution. We're the leader though. By a lot. They're struggling to pass, so... Well, while I didn't want to get the win, our first win of the season that way, on a track where... Wow, there's a lot of skid marks there. We have cautions on. So I don't know why we aren't seeing yellow flags. I'm not complaining though. But yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like the only way we were gonna get a win this season was if we could outsmart the AI or do something better than the AI in a race, whether it be strategy or in this case, passing. And we haven't been dive bombing, we've been fair.
32, 59. Inside. Clear, clear.
Okay, never mind. Where did Matt Kenseth come from? He was like 2-3 seconds behind me. Who's behind him? Who? That's Casey Kane.
35, 38. Inside.
How's he so
Clear,
fast?
clear.
Oh, he must have just pit. He's 11th. Alright, well, Matt Kenseth back to the lead. I wanted to send it to the outside of Kane there. Couldn't get there.
32.
I did not expect Matt Kenseth to get up there. This is going to be a checkup. Nope. They actually kept it going, but we're backing off way early to see what we're going to make a move. We're going to go under Sam. Ooh, drift up.
Clear all around, all clear.
So I guess we'll just follow Casey under Mike Bliss here. Or wait, that's not Bliss, that's Sterling Marlin.
Clear.
Go to the outside of Casey.
Inside.
In the
Clear,
wall.
clear.
Well, we didn't get stuck to it, fortunately.
34, 9, 6.
This could be a mistake, but we'll find out. Yeah, should have just geared to go low.
Outside. Clear all around, all clear.
Ryan Newman, though, is still 8 seconds behind us, so we're basically doing what Ryan Newman was doing earlier in the race, and that was, you know, just hanging with Matt, not getting them until they were in traffic. But Casey seems to be just as fast as we are, so we can get on the throttle finally. Frick.
You're doing good, Marty. 9, 6.
If Allmendinger thinks I'm giving him the room to pass me on the bottom, he's got another thing coming. This is our best shot to get a win right now. I need a win. Because if we can make the top 12, we get the bonus points. And last year, if we didn't have any bonus points, we were screwed.
9, 8, 4, 1.
Oh, Ambrose.
Inside. Clear all around, all clear. Inside, inside.
I might have moved down a little bit off the exit of 4 there to touch him just a tick. But we're in a really good spot. I'm not trying to throw that away right now for revenge, which I've done in the past. Kane's in 10th. He's the first car a lap down. Our tires are just newer than ours by, I think it's almost by 5 or 6 laps. I can't run as fast as them. Where's Matt in the points? 12th. I feel like it's been a minute since we've seen Matt Kenseth win a race too. But I can't remember. $30 to go, 29 to go now.
603.
Catching back up to Casey. We got an entire wad of cars though. And it's like, do I try to pass the faster cars? I mean, I got to, right? I mean, do you hear that banging sound? And see the debris? I don't know what. I'm getting sideways going into the turns. I'm practically trying to avoid running people over. Come on, guys, get it together.
31, 600.
Oh, come on, stay high, Mikey. Oh, this is gonna be close. Oh, we touched with Michael Waltrip coming out of 2 there.
Stay low.
I don't like Riggs. He hasn't been very friendly with us this season.
757.
Casey goes high. I see a lean. He's gonna start coming down. Trying to just to be patient and smart with this.
Still there. Leader, clean air. Stay high.
Kenseth comes up in front of us. Damn it. I was hoping we could keep Kenseth down, pinch him, and push
Inside.
the 87 down the straightaway.
347. Outside. Leader, clean air. Clear all around. All clear.
That's one way to make a pass. Casey Kane comes back though on the bottom.
Stay high. Clear all
We
around.
got Denny.
Outside. Leader, clean air. Still out there. Clear.
I should have just gone to the outside. I didn't know if he was going to get to the inside of Reed though.
31, 231.
Oh, we got to run.
Inside.
Oh, we got to the outside of Reed. That's what I was hoping to do. To the outside of Vickers.
Marker. Stay high. Still there.
Bobby.
Clear all around. All clear.
Alright, well, Vickers is going to go under Bobby, so I'll follow Brian.
2-1. No pressure out back. We'll keep you posted. Outside. Clear. Outside.
Sorry, Vickers.
Clear all around. All clear.
That could be bad news for a rivalry to rebrew.
Outside.
Jeez.
31,
I'm sure you probably could hear my pedal slap back up into my... After I released the pedal. It jumped off it so hard there. Got a big... Wow, almost too big a run on Regan. We had to take it way wide to avoid him. Or avoid losing control.
Still there. Clear all around. All clear. Outside. Clear.
Got him. Alright, we'll get Menards here.
Outside. 31.
Or Menard, not Menards. Alright. Now we just gotta try to leave Kenseth somewhere back in that traffic. Should be fine. We are tight. Or a little loose, I mean. And then it tightens up right there and loosens up and slides. It's not fun. But as long as, let's see. What the? How does...
Clear, 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 clear.
How does he, like, getting held up so much where we can just zoom him? But then once he's through the traffic, like, he's just... We're gonna get him back. And now he's slow. He's fast in 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is where I... Jeez, almost got the wall. Wow, we did scrape it a little bit. 1 and 2 is where I like to pass. I was banking on him actually going to the bottom off that exit and trying to pass him on the outside. Oh, we got a big run.
Inside. Clear all around, all clear. Be smarter. Inside. Leader, clean air. Clear all around, all clear.
I don't think I came down.
31.
I think he came up, literally turned me and kept going. I'm oddly not upset. I feel like that was the closest to like a really cool looking bump and run by the AI to us we've ever had. I'm oddly not that upset about that for some reason. That was fairly realistic. Maybe not Matt Kenseth doing it, but
503.
that was kind of cool. Yeah. I'm still going to try to get back to him. Oh my gosh, we're tight. I just think I'm used up too much of my tires. I'm pushing right in the center. I can't get off.
3192.
And I'm trying to be smart here. Like, we need the points more than anything. He had a low approach going into that turn, so I didn't know what he was doing. Let's just ride for a minute here and be patient. We got lap cars ahead of us. We should be able to get through them before we hit the white flag, so let's just be patient.
Outside, here, here. Clear. Outside. Here, here. Clear.
That's a big run.
Inside, inside.
That's for the lead.
Clear all around, all clear.
I will take that. We got him stuck behind, is that Riggs? No, Blaney. Oh, he clipped the wall. So back to the front we go.
No pressure out back. We'll keep you posted. Inside, inside. Clear, clear. Inside.
We brushed the wall a little bit through 1 and 2, but we get through it okay.
Inside. Still there.
I just can't run the bottom very well.
31, 308.
Well, that got kind of botched up, but we're going to be able to get a run on the outside, so we're alright.
All clear.
Oh wow, we got a head of steam.
Outside.
Rudiman had way too low of an entry for me to want to chance that.
Clear all around, all clear. Outside. Stay low. Clear all around, all clear. 31.
If Rudiman had been running near the wall, I would have been able to make that pass more comfortably.
Outside. Clear.
Carl, why were you going down like that? Come on.
Inside, inside. Clear all around, all
Alright,
clear.
stay down.
Inside, inside. 32.
Rudiman, don't come up.
6. Still there. Clear, clear. Inside, inside. Clear, clear. Inside, inside. Stay high. Still there. Stay high.
Oh, we got a big
Clear
run. We got all the way up to
clear.
Gordon.
Inside. Clear all around, all clear. Inside, inside.
Jeff
Clear, clear.
Burton. I don't know what Jeff Burton was doing there. We're alright.
31, 997. Inside, inside. Stay high. Clear, clear.
Brush the wall. Brush the wall. We earned our donuts and stripes to that turn. This is where we need to put down as fast as lap as we can to try to put some distance between us and Kenseth now. Because he's stuck in traffic.
6, 7, 1.
Yeah, we got a 2-second lead on him now. Logano, Montoya, and Elliott Sadler, they're all out. So I don't know why we didn't get a caution. That right side damage might be catching up to us a little on the exit of 4, but I don't think he's going to catch us. Nah, he's 4.5 seconds back now. He's stuck. Oh my gosh. 5 to go this time by. Finally. Finally. Looks like we might be snapping this win streak, or winless streak. Oh, I actually had to keep it in the wall. I didn't want to bounce down into Junior. Go, Junior. He's going to give me plenty of room. That was very confusing. I didn't know what he was doing. Yeah, I think we were over... God, I can't remember how many races it's been. I might redo the intro to add the number of races we've been winless before I put this up. Well, then that could be a spoiler. But, well, you'll know that... I don't know. I'm just excited we're finally going to get back to victory lane, it looks like. Oh, man, this thing is pushing. 3 laps to go.
30, 5, 3, 1. Side, inside.
Got to run on Kyle.
Inside. Clear.
Marlon should give me the outside, right? Yeah.
Clear all around, all clear.
I have no idea. Well, I know.
Right there, 2 to go.
When slow car holds up a fast car and everything gets all botched up. Darlington striped again. Yeah, like Tony here, he's stuck behind Sam Hornish. Nudge Tony off of turn 2, or turn 4. He gets out of the way. White flag, this time by. It's been a long time since we've won at Darlington, I think. Now, we might have won recently, I can't remember now. Oh, caught the wall again. Wow, we're low on fuel. They must have not put enough fuel in to go any farther. But that does not matter. Through turns 3 and 4, we slide up the track. Turns 3 and 4 with win number 1 of 2009. We win at Darlington. Yes. Oh, that feels good. Looks like Kenseth is going to come home second. Yeah, Kenseth. Then it looks like from what I'm seeing right now, Mark Martin, Truex, Newman, Biffle, Johnson, Harvick, Kurt Busch, and then Jamie McMurray. Well, that was a fun one. I can't believe it went all green. But I'll take it. I want to find out why we didn't get a caution for any of that stuff. Actually, I'll throw one now. Race is over. You can only request a caution flag during a race session, so yeah, I can't. It's too late. Well, that's going to do it from Darlington. We're going to do some donuts. Get ready for our next race, which will be the Indy 500. So I'm actually forgot about that. We got the Memorial Day double coming up next. So look forward to seeing you all at Indy, followed by the Coke 600. Till next time, thank you all for the love and support through likes, comments, subscriptions, etc. And until next time, have a good one.